Hello and welcome to the Week 13 Eviction for 1994 Hall of Fame. This week, Tyler is the head of household and he nominated Jabbar and Rizzo for Eviction. Bryce then won the power of veto and used it to save Jabbar. Tyler then nominated Yoshi in his place, so our final nominees this week are Yoshi and Rizzo. So, Rizzo, this week you were nominated. Were you surprised at the nomination or did you see it coming?
Honestly, I was shocked a little bit. I was, I guess, a little blindsided. I didn't expect it to really happen, but I'm not really bitter about it. It's a game with 10 people left. Obviously, the numbers are smaller and the people to go up on the block is smaller. So, was I shocked? Yes, but at the end of the day, it's just a game, and that's what happened.
So, Tyler, how does the strategy for nominating people change now that the numbers are getting smaller?
Are you asking like how I made my decision or like
Yeah, like how does the decision making change now there's less people in the game? Like what
I think like the pre-jury phase, I mean, everyone approaches games differently, but from my end anyway, it's kind of like if I like you and we're talking and we're good, then like the pre-jury phase is kind of like we're not going to nominate each other. Um, I feel like once the jury phase happens, it's more of a strategy kind of game, and ultimately it's kind of like I base my noms on like I felt like I had to do it. Like I didn't have to obviously, but it's like I strategy wise I had to do it, even though I love them both as people very much.
So, Nick Benner, do you think that people are paying attention to the fact that we are in the jury phase and they are using jury management, like thinking about that when they're casting their votes or nominating or using veto or whatever? Or do you think people are just playing the game and hoping that it'll be okay once they get there?
I feel like since the jump of this game, either the first person who did it was like hella ballsy, or we've always been kind of focused on jury management. I think live votes are, whoever's like, oh, like I'm gonna just say my vote live. Like I feel like that is kind of a, way to manage the jury. I think obviously you want to keep your relationships as good as you can. You don't want people going into the jury with too much of a sour taste in your mouth. So I think people have definitely been playing, at least to me, what I'm seeing, people have been playing with me more honestly. More they're saying what they want to do, not necessarily what I want to hear every single time. And maybe that's just the way that I've played in the past, and so they want to give me like that same gameplay. I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, people are managing jury pretty well. But I mean, I'm not on jury yet, so I don't know how the jury feels about if it's being managed or not. You never really know until you get there and kind of feel the vibe of jury on who's managing jury well and who's been lying to a lot of people. So it's hard to say, but I think better than most games, especially with the live votes. I think that's a good way to help manage jury because you're upfront and honest for the most part.
So, Caleb, as the inventor of the public vote, how does that change? Obviously, it's not required this season, it's just been happening. How has that changed how this game is being played since we've all seen many people voting publicly?
It's making it a lot more cut and dry. I don't think there's been a blind side this season when it comes to somebody going home. Most people know at least minimum an hour beforehand who's going, and it just makes things a little bit more cut and dry. And as Nick said, people are more honest and upfront because when the vote comes, people sometimes expect you to vote publicly, and if you don't, it's not necessarily considered shady, because I haven't voted publicly at all mine, but like it's it just kind of put a question in the back of everyone's minds of like, what are they actually thinking?
So, Caleb just said that typically we know about an hour before who's going home. So, Rizzo and Yoshi, do we know who's going home tonight, or do we not know where the votes are falling?
Honestly, she can go.
Okay. Um, like they said, you always supposed to expect the unexpected. I don't think when it comes to connections that I have as strong as connections as my fellow nominee sitting next to me, but I think that you never know. Like you can honestly feel completely safe and then just be taken out. And I honestly would not be shocked because I've seen crazier things happen in this game. So no, I don't think it's just going to be one way or another. That's how I feel.
Rizzo, you can answer the same question.
Like Yoshi said, anything can change in a game. It just takes one thing said for a vote to flip, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So, Lee, do you think, from hearing what everybody said, do you think that this is a more cut and dry vote, or has it been kind of back and forth?
Well, to my knowledge, it was like cut and dry until like the last 30 minutes. Let's just say, Michael, I feel very pressured to vote a certain way, but at the end of the day, I'm voting how I want to vote.
Okay. With that, it is time to vote. But first, I would like to give the nominees each a chance to give us their final plea. Rizzo, you are first tonight. You can give us your final plea.
What's going on, guys? Listen, I'm really not bitter, not all this. I get it's a game. We're in jury. We're at the portion of the game where you got to do what you got to do that's best for you. To the people I talked to, I've genuinely meant everything that I said, hoping that you guys would keep me. I know that it's getting down to the nitty gritty, and you guys got to do what's best for you guys to ultimately make that end game. However, I think if you guys do keep me, I don't think you guys would regret it. But at the end of the day, it's an individual game. You guys got to do what you personally believe it's best for you. So ultimately, whatever you could do, whatever you guys decide. Thank you. Shout out Elizabeth. I love you.
Thank you, Rizzo. Yoshi, you can give us your final plea.
First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God because of always I'm a man of the Lord. And honestly, I think this is a game where everyone is playing to win. This is All Stars. This is where you make All Stars moves and stuff like that. And if you feel like an All Star move is to get rid of a Yoshi, then so be it. But I honestly think that I am more beneficial. I think that it's easy for someone to whisper in your ear and tell you all sweet nothings. If you want to play All Stars, then I say go for it and swing for players who you know that can be a threat to your game or a threat to win. And that's all I have to say. I don't think that I'm that person, but if you don't think that I'm beneficial for your game, do what you have to do, totally respect it. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you both. Now, Huskus, when I call your name, I need you to please go to your confessional chat and either cast or confirm your vote. Sam, you are up first tonight. Please go to your confessional chat and cast. Thank you. Bryce, you are next. You can go to your confessional chat and cast or confirm your vote.
All right. I'll do it publicly. It has been a journey, Rizzo, over 2 seasons. It was definitely exciting and a lot to kind of be your rival this season, but I do want that to come to an end. So I am going to vote to evict Rizzo. And, you know, if you go, I'll see you on 1984 Rivals.
Lee, you are next.
I just want to say, Michael, you look ravishing tonight. Let me run to my diary room.
Thank you. Nick Benner, you are next.
I love both of you gentlemen. Yoshi, you and I met for the first time in this game. And I love you to bits. Rizzo, we've played together before. We've never actually been able to like really line up on our games, but I respect the hell out of you. You're a great freaking player. But tonight, my vote to evict is for Rizzo.
Jabbar, you are next. Thank you. Burks, you are next.
I just want to say I love and respect both of you. You guys are both great players.
You and Caleb.
Either way, a legend is leaving here tonight. I love you both so utterly dearly. I have already made my vote pretty clear. I know I'm a minority, but I have to evict you, Yoshi.
Okay, house guests, I have the vote. Now reveal the vote. The evicted house guests will have just a few moments to say goodbye and leave the Zoom call. By a vote of 6-1, Rizzo, you have been evicted from 1984. You can give us your goodbye.
So I don't really speak much, but I'm gonna be a loser and I'm gonna take as much time as I can before you guys do the HOH. I just want to shout out Michael, Blake, and Paige. Thank you guys for bringing me back. I really wanted to come back because after last season, I felt that I wasn't really appreciated as a player and my game wasn't really seen. Shout out Cindy. I still think you deserve to win. It's just, I wanted to come back and prove that I was a good player. And even though I don't think I necessarily did that, I had a good time. I'm going to go one by one to say everything. Lee, I told you before the call, I genuinely didn't think I would get to know you this game, but I think you're one of the best people in this game, and I really do respect you. And even though you didn't vote to keep me, I wish you the best of luck. Benner, listen, I told you straight up, I was being pretty honest with you this entire game. I think you're a stand-up dude. So much respect for you. Elizabeth has gotten to know you even not knowing you, but I got love for you too. Honestly, you're the best. Tyler, I just wish you just told me I was the target straight up, but at the same time, I understand it's a game. I got love for you, getting to know you. You're one of a kind, and wish you the best of luck. Yoshi, I know we didn't talk too much game like that, but when I look down at it, you're one of the most nicest people I've ever met in an org. God bless you. One of my favorite people. I got love for you. Good luck. Burks, we kind of said it going into this game. I know we didn't really talk in the beginning of the game, and we kind of, I guess, changed it up a little bit in the jury phase. Keep doing what you're doing. I know you're still young and all, but I think you're going to do great things as you grow older. Jabbar, my fucking guy, fucking love you. Sad to see this happen. You know I got love for you. I better see you in Paranoia 3. Sammy Whammy, I love you, man. I don't cry in words. I don't know why I'm crying. You know I got love for you too. You're the fucking best. Caleb, you're my guy. I love you, pal. Bryce, I'm actually gonna say something nice about you. If I had a rival, I wouldn't have asked for a better rival than you. I wouldn't have asked for someone to beat me in veto than you. Regardless of what happened, I think you're a good person. I mean, I'm still pretty bitter about how you targeted me all game, but it's okay. I'm really not bitter. I know it's a game. I respect you a lot, man. And good luck, guys. I love you all.
Love
Thank
you,
you,
Rizzo.
Rizzo. It is time for you to go.
Love you, Rizzo.
Congratulations, everybody. You have made it to single digits.
Oh my god, Rizzo like has me crying.
That was a lot.
Okay, I'm going to stop this recording and then start a new one.
I didn't think